So the final question for plant tissues, organs, and organ systems is the other method of mass transport in plants is translocation. Evaluate the differences between transpiration and translocation for 4 marks. So you can say any four of the following bullet points. It might help you in the exam if you draw up a table to quickly plan and compare the two types. You must show comparisons between the two methods, so you should do this using comparative statements, such as by saying words like whereas or unlike, so that you are comparing the two types of plant mass transport. So you can say that transpiration moves water and mineral ions, whereas translocation moves sugars. This can also include hormones and amino acids. So they're transporting different things. Transpiration is also a passive process. It happens using no energy because it relies on diffusion, whereas translocation is active. It requires energy because things are being moved against a concentration gradient. Transpiration takes place in the xylem, whereas translocation takes place in the phloem, so they're moving through different vessels in the plant. Transpiration can only occur in one direction. Water must move from the roots to the leaves, whereas translocation can occur in both directions, so sugars can be transported all the way around the plant. Also, as we said before, transpiration relies on osmosis, whereas translocation relies on active transport, a passive process versus an active process. Transpiration is much faster, whereas translocation is much slower. That's because translocation requires energy and is a far more complicated process than transpiration. Transpiration also uses dead cells. The xylem is made of dead cells, whereas translocation uses living cells, and this is another reason why it requires energy.